Hello, Andrew here. Always looking for anime to watch, but I have no patience, so I'm gonna give every show of the Spring 2017 lineup one episode to hook me. Welcome to Debut Review. Today's show is called The Royal Tutor. Is it about farting? We shall see. The Royal Tutor is a special tutor, carefully selected for the task of teaching the prince, and a title given only to the best teacher in the nation. Name Heine Wittgenstein has been called to the kingdom of Gransreich to take on the role of the royal tutor. He's been ordered to raise a worthy candidate for the throne, but he's greeted with 4 princes of completely different, unique personalities, like people typically have. All brothers, no less! 4 princes in the same place? Yeah, I would imagine so. Alright. How will Heine I hope it's Heine. How will Heine handle these 4 brothers who were too much for all the previous royal tutors, prompting them all to run away from the job? Oh god, what is this one? This is it's the teacher movie with what's her name? Nope, not coming to me. It's this one. Yeah, alright, let's watch it. Boring! So boring! Ah! Ah! Uh, well, I mean, at least it wasn't off-putting or aggravating. It was just really dull and boring. And Michelle Pfeiffer, Dangerous Minds, is what I was trying to think of. Yeah, this seems to be exactly that. Uh, the 4 princes are unruly. They're not going to listen to anybody. Oh, but the teacher comes in and is not going to take their poop and is going to earn their respect and teach them. And it's Dangerous Minds, at least from the first episode. There's really not much to say about this. I actually did like the opening setup. It says the king has some kids, has a princess and 5 princes. We don't care about the girl, but the 5 princes, the one who's in line with the throne, he's a good un, but someone might shoot him dead. So we better work on those 4 backups. So we need a tutor here to make them all princely like in case someone kills prince number 1. I'm like, that's okay, sure. That's kind of a cold way of looking at that, but I suppose it's necessary. Anyway, so the tutor arrives at the palace, and the tutor is like 4 foot tall and very youthful, boyish looking. So the palace guards are like, "Oh, are you the tutor's son? You're so cute, pat on head." Which you've seen before. We've seen. There's a show going on right now, or that just finished. Saga of Tanya the Evil is a recent example of this trope where you have well, actually, that character is literally like 9 years old or something. So okay, so that's not it. But a lot of times you'll have characters who are like, "No, I'm really 25. I know I look like I'm 9, but damn it, I'm an adult. Stop treating me like a child, even though I look and sound like a pipsqueak." Here's the thing, though. This character, the tutor character, has a rich baritone voice. They say, "Oh, hello, little boy. What are you doing here?" And he says, "I'm the tutor." Not quite like that, but he says, "I'm the tutor. I'm here to tutor the princes." And it's like, Okay, this is obviously a man's voice, but there's, oh, he's so cute, pat on head. The joke doesn't work if they sound like an adult too. I mean, it might have played off if he kept his trap shut, but whatever. So Queen Mother shows up, and I will say there are a few things I liked about the show. I like the set design and costuming was pretty cool. It's really unlike a lot of. Can you tell in the art? Yeah, look at the backgrounds. Look at the carpets and the intricacy of the design on the carpet and the moldings on the walls and patterns and stuff. It's really attractive. I think it's really nicely designed, and the queen, the little flying thing, yeah, go away. Queen has this pink patterned dress that they do a really nice. I mean, it's clear that they do the same thing that was used to absurdly obnoxious effect in that Count of Monte Cristo anime that they did like a decade or so ago. In that they're like, there's a solid pattern that the character moves in front of, and the pattern just kind of moves around them instead of moving. So if you have polka dots on the sleeve, the polka dots don't move with the body. You have polka dots here and the character moves, they just kind of slide over to the side because the character's like moving out in front of the pattern. It's a really odd effect, and it's the same thing employed here, but they do a really nice job of fixing the queen's poses. I'm fixing as in holding her in place. Like, she walks down, holding her skirt up, and they just kind of bob her up and down so the pattern doesn't shift. It kind of follows her. It's cheated a little bit. She doesn't have a lot of real actual complicated movement on camera, but I think that's intentional, that they're keeping the movement and posing simple and mostly stationary so that the pattern on her dress doesn't screw around. So you get a character with a really cool patterned outfit, which you don't see a lot because it's hard to draw every damn frame, without it being distracting because the pattern's sliding all over. So yeah, nicely done. So our royal tutor who looks young meets the boys, who are Bishonen. They're pretty boys. But they've all got bad attitudes, and we hate you. It's Dangerous Minds. So he interviews one of them, and he's like, no, I don't. I run away from tutors, and I'm so fast that I have, like, trophies in track. And so the tutor grabs the guy's diary, which is just, sitting out in the middle of the thing. He's like, oh my gosh, you're really a fragile, delicate flower of a person, aren't you? No, don't read my diary. I want chocolate cake. But you have to take a test first. Okay, fine. Just stop reading my diary out loud, out the window, because that's mean. And so he takes the test, and he's like, okay, cool, I'm going to go talk to one of your brothers. And then he sends him a chocolate cake. So he reads the guy's diary and bribes him with cake. Alright, I guess whatever works. And that's the episode. It's just boring. I was really, really bored throughout the entire thing. I was constantly watching the show, watching the subtitles, show, subtitles, clock. Clock. Show, subtitles, time left. Show, subtitles, time left. Just a boring show. So I can't really recommend The Royal Tutor. I will not be watching episode 2. Man, that's 2 in a row that were duds. I mean, at least this one wasn't as aggravating as whatever that had Bastard Magical Teacher, whatever it was called. God, that show sucked so hard it almost pissed me off. This one's just boring. Oh well, they can't all be gems. See you next time.